Alright, this is Johnny Mata.
And this is Jaylen Bates.
For our project, we have the attack on Pearl Harbor.
By the 1930s, the Japanese army quickly became a concerning threat to many nations, including the U.S. In a short period of time, Japan had caught up technologically to other powers and was participating in trade with the U.S.
Japan's plans for expansions began in the 1930s when they expanded into the Pacific and then seized the Manchuria region in China. In 1931, the Japanese seized control of Manchuria because of its coal and iron resources.
Japan wanted to become the dominant power in the Pacific, thus leading to the invasion of the mainland of China in 1939. The signing of the Tripartite Pact. This officially sided Japan with Nazi Germany and pitted them against others, including the U.S.
Japan's main rival was the U.S., but they were also depending on the U.S. for fuel. When the U.S. decided to stop exporting fuel to Japan, that is when the tensions between them grew worse than previously existed between the two countries. The Japanese also believed that the U.S. was on the verge of declaring war, so the plan for Japan was to execute a sneak attack, as they felt that was their only option.
The U.S. also had their own suspicions, as they believed that Japan would execute a sneak attack. However, the U.S. wrongly predicted that Japan would carry out the attacks on the U.S. bases in the Philippines because of its close location to Japan instead of Hawaii. Finally, on November 1941, Emperor Hirohito gave final approval for the attack on the Pacific Fleet at the Pearl Harbor.
On November 26, on the waters of northern Japan, 6 aircraft carriers deported. These carriers were named Akagi, Soryu, Ryu, Shokaku, and Zyukaku. These carriers were carrying 408 military planes and Imperial torpedoes. These carriers were headed toward the Hawaiian Islands, Oahu, where the attack would be carried out. The naval square stopped north of the island as they prepared for the attack. Soon, the Japanese plane fighters would spot on the island. On December 7th at 7:48 a.m. on a sunny Hawaiian day, the first wave of Japanese fighters' planes descended upon the island. Their objective was to destroy as many visible battleships and aircraft carriers and be willing to give their lives for maximum destruction upon the island. 183 planes attacked Pearl Harbor, destroying and killing thousands. The second wave of Japanese fighter planes came through, consisting of 171 planes. The U.S. was quickly able to get organized, and by the second wave was able to combat the planes. The attack lasted 90 minutes.
What about the big plan?
And all of the 188 of the 408 ships docked at Pearl Harbor were sunk, while an additional 155 were damaged. Of the sunk were 4 battleships, 2 destroyers, and 3 cruisers. The Japanese damaged an additional 4 battleships and 1 destroyer. The military casualties for the U.S. were 2,345, with an additional 1,247 being wounded. After receiving word of the quote, the U.S. would declare war on Japan, thus entering World War II. That is the attack on Pearl Harbor.